It is my pleasure to welcome you to a very special convocation program. Today we will officially recognize the establishment of the Don and Clorinda Jeans Chair of Servant Leadership.
At last week's convocation, Dr. Carolyn Carter was installed as the Don and Clorinda Jeans Chair of Servant Leadership. The chair was established by Chancellor and former President and First Lady Don and Clorinda Jeans.
But among these, Carolyn Carter has distinguished herself by combining both a servant attitude and leadership, and as a result, a perfect choice to sit in the chair of servant leadership that Clorinda and I have established.
President Greer installed Dr. Carter, giving her an actual chair with the seal of Milligan College. Dr. Carter's response discussed her lifelong role models in servanthood, her parents.
I reflected upon this and have determined that the biggest influences in my life were my parents, who modeled servanthood on a daily basis.
She explained her father's service toward complete strangers.
When Dad paid our bill, he asked the waitress to add a hamburger to our bill and to give it to the man outside the kitchen door.
She also discussed her mother's service to one of her dearest friends who had polio.
My mother always reserved one day a week to help Lucy with her household chores. Mother didn't do this for a month or a year or a couple of years. She went weekly for over 20 years to help her friend.
She also discussed a nurse's Christian service in her father-in-law's last hours.
My sister-in-law thanked her for taking such good care of her parents and told her that she would make a really good nurse. The young woman replied, "Last night I wasn't a nurse. Last night I was a Christian." I hope whatever career path you choose or have chosen, whether it be a teacher, a scientist, business person, social worker, musician, or something else, you can say yesterday, last night, or today, I was a Christian.
The speaker of the ceremony was Nancy Dishner, Director of Scholarship and Leadership Training at the Neuschwaner Foundation. In her address, Dishner discussed how she couldn't talk about servant leadership when leaders such as the Jeanses, Dr. Carter, and President Greer were sitting right behind her.
But I have never felt less able to stand before you today and talk about leadership than as I am as I think about those who have preceded me at this podium this morning, who have set the example in the community for years about being servant leaders.
Along with her appreciation of these leaders' servanthood, Dishner discussed the top 10 traits a leader should have. She ended her address by stating that if the audience can remember anything from her address, to remember that leadership is a choice. One has to choose to use their talent.
A servant leader understands that the power is in the choice to lead.
This has been Candace Schlegel reporting for Stampede TV.